Okay, one more time. Wait for people to get in here and find it. We're gonna do it this way. Since they want to mess with my laptop, we'll do this with my phone. How about that, guys? We'll do it that way. And I'm back. Hi, Amber. Listen, there's only one way I can do this so that the cats can't mess with anything, and that's just to do it from my phone. How about that? So, let me just get this tripod set up here. Third time's a charm. Listen, you're not wrong, Gertrude. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So, this way, the cats can't do that. So let's do kitty time. Kitty time, guys. Look at this. And the phone gives me a chance to be able to walk around with the kitties, too. So, look at kitties. There's kitties. Look at the babies. Look at them just laying there being all cute. Yeah. I should have just used my phone, huh? Yeah, I gotta figure out what's wrong with my laptop now. Thank you, Sherlock. Listen, I don't know what he stepped on. I don't know what button he stepped on or what he did. But yeah, he made it so I can't fix my volume now. Yeah, Sherlock walked across the laptop and hit something. I don't know what yet. I'll have to figure it out later. But yeah, so now we're stuck with this. Now I'm just going to look up at you guys. And yeah, so just remember, I can only see chats for a couple seconds and then it's going to go away. But anywho, back. Yay. Thank you guys for coming back. I mean, yeah. I was trying to catch up on the first stream. Hi, Princess. Hi, little pretty princess. It's a pretty princess. Look at her big floof ball. She's a big floof ball. Look at the big floofers. She's a big floofers. Hello, floofers. Hello, my little floofers. Yeah, thank you, Sherlock, right? Sherlock, are you proud of yourself? He's very proud of himself, you guys. He is. He's got a look on his face like, I'm very proud. You're very proud of yourself, huh? Yes, you are. You're very proud of yourself, little teddy boy. So, let's see. What can we do? What can we do? Oh, well, life for 20 cats. Listen, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, listen. You guys know, welcome to life with 18 cats. At +2. And that's what happens. They walk across the left top. Here is the culprit. There is the culprit. Oh, look at this little culprit. Look at him. Look at him. So proud of himself. Look at that proud face. He says, yes, I did that because I want mama time. We could have mama time all day. Yeah, we gotta keep up. We gotta catch everybody up on what's going on. Yeah, we gotta let them know how happy we are. Yay! Yes. Hi, Princess. What do you want? Can I help you? Oh, okay. So, you know what I didn't tell you guys yet? So yesterday, I gotta tell you this too. Check this out. So, those of you guys that have been keeping up on what's been going on, one of the things I was struggling with lately is the fact that I had that problem outside with that one area with the weeds and the city was coming down on me, whatever. And then all this stuff happened. And I just wanted to I wanted to just explain to you how wonderful my city is. How wonderful of a city this is and how wonderful the people that work for the city are. The lady that came over about my yard, you know, she obviously has a job to do, guys. She has a job to do. And this is her job. This is what she does. So, you know, they were like, you have to get this cleaned up, otherwise we're going to have to do an abatement, which an abatement is when they actually go to court and they get basically a court order saying that they can now do the work, they can hire the work out. And the thing is with that, if they do that, then the money that they spend on it to get like a lawn company out here to do the work for you is then taken and added to your property taxes at the end of the year. And so you're responsible for that, right? And it's also way, way more expensive than if you were to do it yourself or hire somebody on your own. So she was doing everything she could to try to get me, get me enough time to get it done. That's why me and Diana, I told you guys, we spent so much time outside with the little clippers doing that one area and got it taken down. But then all this happened. Then all this happened, and she's like, and I'm like, oh my God, I've got to get this taken care of. I've got to continue taking care of this, otherwise she's gonna have no choice. And she's a really nice lady, and I didn't want to do that for her, that position. But then when this happened, I called her one day, and I called her the day after all this happened, and I said, listen, here's the thing. I know what you need to do, and I know you have a job to do, and I'm just here to tell you, this is now what's happened in my life. I don't have time for this. I don't have time to be paying attention to some weeds in my yard. So whatever you have to do for your job, just go ahead and do it. I'm just letting you know, I don't have time to take care of it. So if you need to do an abatement and you need to do that, then just go ahead and do it. I don't have time. She called me back a little while later, and she said, just so you know, I talked to my boss, and we've decided just to go ahead and close the case because you have enough going on. You've stayed in contact with us. It's not like you're hiding from us or ignoring us, blah, 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 blah. So she closed that case, which I was very appreciative of. But with everything going on, with being at work and having to deal with all this stuff and whatever else, and being just absolutely just exhausted by the end of the day, I haven't had time to mow my lawn, right? And it's getting longer and longer, and I'm like, God dang it, the city lady's gonna come by here and see that she tried to do me a favor, and here on out I'm letting the whole lawn go. So I had that stress going on. So when I say yesterday was full of a lot of emotions, I'm not even joking with you. Yesterday was just like this huge day. First I got to talk to a lady from the Department of Agriculture, which was huge. And then I get off work, I come home. Now yesterday was garbage day. And so my garbage can should have been at the end of my walkway, empty, but it wasn't down there. And I'm like, where the heck's my garbage can? Who took my garbage can? And I looked and I noticed it's up on my porch. And I'm like, wait a second, why is it up on my porch? Then I realized somebody mowed my whole lawn for me. What? I was like, wait a minute, who mowed the lawn? Who mowed my lawn? What is happening? I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, I need to know who mowed my lawn, because I'm sitting there going, that is one of the stressors that I've had going on that was just one of those minute things in the grand scheme of what was going on. But I felt so bad because I'm like, this lady did so much to be nice to me, and now here I am just letting my lawn go, and I'm like stressed out about it. And somebody mowed my lawn yesterday. So I'm like, I got to figure out who did that, because I need them to understand how much I appreciate it. I need to be able to say thank you to somebody, right? Well, I noticed a couple houses down, there's a tree trimming company that's down there doing some work. So I walked down there because I'm like, they had to have been around here all day long. I want to see if they saw who mowed the lawn. So I walked down there. I'm like, hey, you guys have been working here all day, right? And they're like, yeah. And I go, did you guys happen to see who mowed my lawn? And they were like, yeah, we did. I was like, what? And of course, here's me, instantly in tears. I'm like, what? They were like, yeah, we noticed the lawn was long, so we decided, hey, we're already here. Then we had a riding lawnmower. It took us like 5 minutes to mow the lawn, so we just did it. Figured maybe we were helping somebody out. I'm like crying. I'm like, you guys have no idea. You have no idea. You didn't just help somebody out. You literally made a huge difference in one person's life. And let me just tell you. So yeah, so these guys that were just here doing a job, they're not even city workers. They're just somebody that was hired to do a tree trimming job, but they have all that equipment because they're also a lawn service, and they just mowed my lawn just because they thought it might help somebody out, but not knowing what they actually did. So I told them. So yeah, so like I said, yesterday was just the hugest day. It was so huge. It was so big. What? Hey, Sherlock, I don't know what's gotten into you today, sir. Sir, why are you trying, listen, ow, he's biting me. You see him biting me? Listen, this is on video, sir. You're being captured. Hey, why are you biting me? Why are you biting me? Don't you bite me. No, you don't. Owie, don't you bite me, Owie. Shut up. Hey, you stop it right now. I'm going to get you. No, I'm going to get you, Sherlock. Yeah, so like I said, yesterday, Department of Agriculture lady called me. Huge win. And when I say that's a huge win, I want you guys to understand. So you know how I told you that there's a lot of like gatekeeping with information? It's hard to know what to do, how to do, blah, 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 blah. And when somebody told me, yeah, so in order to get any kind of like licensing, you have to go through the Department of Agriculture. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. When you're in my situation and somebody says you have to contact the Department of Agriculture, literally you feel like that's just a huge brick wall. Why? Because when you're talking about government agencies like that, it's hard to get a hold of them. It's hard to get through to who you need to get it through to, because you end up having to call, and whoever answers the phone, you got to explain your situation to that person. Then they try to get you to somebody who can actually help. So now you got to explain your situation again, and you end up having to tell your story like 6-7 times before you get to somebody who can actually help you. And then you got to hope that they even care enough to actually give your little issue time and attention, right? So the fact that this lady from the Department of Agriculture called me, and I was able to, instead of doing that whole runaround of trying to figure out who to talk to, somebody was gracious enough to actually give me her information. So I called her over the weekend, left her a message saying, hey, this is who I am. I was given your number by somebody that they thought would help me out in my situation. Please give me a call. And literally, I'd forgotten about it until she called me yesterday. And so getting a call from the lady at the Department of Agriculture was literally huge. It was literally huge. So huge. Because I didn't have to go through that whole brick wall thing. I got to go straight to the person I needed to be talking to. And when she agreed to, she's actually coming to my house. Because I was like, she can't really help me with what my possibilities and options are until she sees what we're working with. So that lady has been gracious enough to make some time in her schedule for me next week. And she is coming over so that she can visit the house, she can see the space I'm working with, she can see she can see what we have to deal with, she can meet the cats and everything, and she can firsthand see what we're doing and what we need, and she can actually, at that point, she can more effectively, because I can sit here and explain things to her on the phone all I want to. It's another thing to actually be there and see the situation, because then she can, with firsthand knowledge, help me make decisions going forward as far as a sanctuary is concerned and getting licensed. Yeah. So, yeah. So that was huge. I mean, when I say it's huge, you can't understand how incredibly huge it was to have her call me. I was so taken back by that phone call. I was so happy. I was so, yeah, one kitty at a time, Heather. You got it. But yeah, no, so now I have a contact at the Department of Agriculture who I can now go to straight to. I bet the person who started this whole chain of events for you never thought any of this would happen. I know. Like I said, do you guys remember me saying at the beginning of this? I didn't want you guys to lose hope. Okay? Because I firmly believe, I 100, and I just want to reiterate this for you guys. Bad things happen. But sometimes those bad things are blessings in disguise. And I want you guys to see this situation right here and know that that is 100% true. Because a situation that literally, do you guys remember the bad news live stream? Do you remember the emotions that was running through everybody? Me, Diana, you guys? Do you remember how devastating that was? Do you remember that? I remember it. I remember it very well. How incredibly devastating and just world-shattering that night was. But you know what? From day one, I have told you guys, sometimes things happen and we don't understand why, and they seem like the worst thing in the whole world. But after you get through it, and Cammie, this one's for you, if you're going through it, you will get through it. You just have to be able to keep in mind, keep a level head, and know that sometimes things happen for a reason. And you have to get through it, and you have to do your best, and you have to keep going. In the face of adversity, you have to keep going. And Heather and Amber, listen, you guys were there with me. I was bawling my head off too. I really thought that was it. I thought that was it. I thought that was the end of everything. I was terrified. But, like I said, sometimes things happen and it sucks. But if you can just hang on, guys. Just hang on. Don't give up. Just trust. Trust that life knows what it's doing. I don't know. I keep thinking, I'm just putting myself back in that first night. That first night. I did not think for 1 second. That 2 weeks later, yes, you guys did. You guys were such a huge support. Really, you guys were. I could not have gotten through all this without you guys. I really couldn't have. You guys, I couldn't have. All the support, all the love, all the cheerleading, all the everything, you guys really gave me so much. The first night was horrible, Ginger. You're right. The first night was horrible. But but I didn't expect that 2 weeks later I'd be standing in front of city council, talking to the mayor, talking to my ward rep, having the lady from, I gotta find out her name. I gotta stop calling her the lady from health services, call her health department. I gotta stop calling her that. I gotta find out her name, you guys. And I will find out her name. I just, listen, it's a lot to try to remember. But yeah, I didn't expect that 2 weeks later we'd be doing this. And I'd have a contact at the Department of Agriculture. Because seriously, the lady from the Department of Agriculture is huge. Yeah, I was ready to quit. Yeah, I was ready to quit, you guys. Heather, thank you so much, guys. Like I said, I just hope I made you guys proud. I really do. Because believe me, when I stood up there in front of that council, it literally sunk in right then and there that I was standing there on behalf of all of you. On behalf of all my kitties. Yeah, the animal control guy, listen. And that's one of the other things that the lady from the health department, she actually made that comment last night. She looked at the mirror and she said, hey, just so you know, I want you to know that she has been nothing but nice and complimentary to our animal control department and blah, 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 because because like I said from square one, listen, we can't be mad at people that are just doing their job. We are proud of you and all you do. Oh, thank you. That means so much to me. I'm so glad. Listen, I really did. I just wanted to do you guys proud. And stand up for the kitties and stand up for all the people that are like me. And it's funny because, remember, we just celebrated the 1 year of the channel. A year ago, I started this channel. Why? To represent those of us that are just living our lives and responsibly taking care of our cats, even though we don't live in Beverly Hills and we don't belong on an episode of Hoarder. Right? That was why we started the channel. And a year later, I got to do exactly that in front of City Council. So like I said, first of all, we can't be mad at people for just doing their job. I can't be mad at animal control because you know what their job is? They got a tough job. They got a tough job. You know what? They see things that would tear us apart. I know they do. They're animal control. They see some bad cases and they have to live with that every day. And their job is not easy. They have to walk into every situation planning on rescuing an animal that needs help. And they have to enter it that way. In my situation, they don't know me. They don't know my situation until they get through that door and actually meet me and see the situation for what it is. They don't know. So they have to act as though an animal needs help and they're there to do their job. And I respect that. And I understand that. And I get it. And yeah, Amber, exactly. I knew that I wasn't following the rules. I can't be mad at them for that. I cannot be mad at them because there's a law that I was breaking and they were just doing the job. So just so you know, wait, where was that? Just a second ago. Magic Roundabout. They could give you the grace to keep your cats on the understanding that they do 6 month checks on the cat's welfare. Listen, and so that's one of the things I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you for bringing that up because that is one of the things that I would like to, when we start getting in on this, I want to, that's part of what I want to see happen. So I'm not asking them just to sweep my situation under the rug because, hey, everything's good, blah, blah, blah. No. I want there to be some accountability on the pet owners. I want there to be some wiggle room for responsible pet owners like me. But I do needs to be some people, people need to be held accountable. They need to, because listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Anybody in the world, anybody can pretty their thing up if they know somebody's coming over, if they know somebody's going to come check on everybody. Anybody can put the work in one time to make things look good. People do it for CPS all the time. Okay? I don't want them to do just one check and be like, okay, it's all good, cool, we're happy, bye. No. That's not being responsible. What I want to see happen, I want to see the ordinance change like this. I think there still should be they should still have the limit of pets. Why? Because I don't think it should be encouraged for people to collect pets because that's not always a responsible thing and it creates situations for animal abuse and hoarding. So I think the limit needs to be there. I literally think I am a firm believer that the limit needs to be there. I am 100% behind that. But I want to see the ordinance change so that yes, there's a limit, but like they were talking about last night, there's somebody in charge of a case-by-case basis. And when I say that, they need to be able to look at that individual situation and say, okay, this is an exception to the rule. Now we've got an open case, and we are going to spend the next 6 months doing random welfare checks. These should not be scheduled checks at all. Because like I said, anybody can prepare for an inspection. Anybody can. If you give somebody prior notice that they're going to be stopping by to inspect something, of course, anybody can make it look good for a planned inspection. I think that there should be a 6 month period where they do random checks. Because you know what? If you're willing to allow somebody to do random checks on your house and your animals, then you must be doing okay. Who is meowing? Who's doing all the meows? Choo-choo, what are you doing? Oh, it's Tater Tot! Tater Tot, you got your spring? She wants to play with the spring. Hang on, I'm going to tip this down so you guys can see. Because Tater Tot wants to do the spring. Okay, Tater Tot, wants the spring? Ready? Go get it. I think her and Chewy are fighting over it now. Tater Tot, did you get good job? Thank you. Good job. She brought me back the spring, guys. See? Ready, Tater Tot? Go get it. She takes out the fan. Did you get it? Good job. Bring it here to Mama. Good girl. She brought me the spring. Just proof. Oh, look at her. Ready? Go get it. She loves playing fetch, you guys. Did you get it? Bring it to Mama. Good job. Come on. Come on. Bring it to Mama. Good girl. There's a spring. Okay, one more time. Go get it. Chewy interrupted. Yeah, Tater's so springy. I know she loves that. She's half cat, half dog. She's cat dog. But no, I think that they should have random checks for a 6 month period. Because here's my thing, guys. Right now, as it stands, they protect animals more than they protect children. They really do. Because I have seen cases where CPS will walk into a home that is just trashed. But the problem is, as long as the cats are getting the kids are getting the bare minimums and they're not in immediate danger, they won't remove the child. They'll be like, yeah, the house is a mess. Yeah, it's kind of a crap situation, blah, blah, blah. But the kid's not in immediate danger, and they do have the bare necessities, so we can't really do anything. We can't justify it. They won't remove the child. But they will open a case, and they will do random house checks. And they will come over and they will verify that things are staying okay and that they're improving and blah, blah, blah. But they won't remove the children. But animal control is in the position where they have to follow the law, and the law doesn't allow for that same grace, which is ridiculous. That's ridiculous, that they're protecting the cats more than they're protecting children. So I would like to see the ordinance changed in that sense. That's what I would like to see happen, and that's what I'm going to fight for. So fingers crossed that works. Fingers crossed that we can accomplish this. But as of right now, guys, we're not going anywhere. So, Gertrude, back to your original question a while ago. Yeah, looks like we're getting a furnace, guys. Looks like we're getting a furnace. Listen. Oh. I feel like I reclaimed my life. Because I was feeling real invaded and real violated for a while there. But last night I feel like I reclaimed my life and my home in sanctuary. You're right. And literally, you guys, I could not have done this without you guys. I really couldn't have. Without you guys, without Diana, without Jenna, without everybody, all of you guys. Cat farts. Yeah, I couldn't have done this without you guys. Should I go get, oh, you know what? You guys haven't seen it yet? Hang on. I'll be right back, guys. Here, watch the kitties sleeping. Watch the kitties. Make sure they didn't do anything. What did you say? Good for you, Kim. You got the work. You put the work. Oh, you did all this. Listen, I'm going to go get some. Hang on. Where is she? There she is. What are you doing this right now? Are you going to play this right now? There it is. Here. Come here, little pumpkin. Oh, oh, there we go. Ah, look at it! Look at that! Look at the Hannibal! Look at the Hannibal! Mwah. He's a Hannibal. Mwah. So, and yes, this change permit had to find something for my channel that works. The apostrophe. Oh, that's awesome! I love that. Yes, Hannibal. She's currently interested in playing with the spring, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Okay, sorry. Listen, you guys started it. I had to sing it. And yes, and all this happened yesterday. From the Department of Agriculture lady calling, to coming home to find out that my lawn had been mowed, to going over to City Hall and speaking in front of the City Council, and then ending up talking to my ward representative, Valerie Carroll, and our mayor, Barbara Buffalo, and the lady from the health department. I don't know her name. God, I've got to find that out. Oh my God, I gotta get a hold of animal control today and find out who that lady is. But yeah, listen, I live in a wonderful city. And obviously it doesn't matter. I mean, you guys, there's a link up to our city council meeting last night, so obviously everybody knows where I live. Listen, Columbia, Missouri is a wonderful city with wonderful people that work here, with amazing compassion. I will say that. I am damn lucky to live here. I am damn proud to live here. And I am so honored that this city has obviously accepted me as a resident and let me call this place home. Yeah. I love the city right now. I really do. Every single person I've had to deal with in the face of just the worst thing that could, I literally, you guys, I gotta say, going through what we've been through in the last 2 weeks has literally been the worst thing since I've been sober. Since I've been sober, this is literally the worst thing I've ever had to deal with. In 8.5 years, this is the worst. Hands down, worst thing. Hardest thing. Because obviously, losing my kids back in the day, that was the hardest thing I've literally ever been through. But since I've been sober, this is the single worst thing that's happened to me. And the officials in this city have been amazing and wonderful and compassionate and helpful and caring and have gone above and beyond my wildest expectations. And I am so, so grateful for every single one of them because they have been so amazing. Yeah. So this is the one time politically I will state where I stand on something. I can guarantee you that if there is a vote, an election for mayor, I will be voting for Mayor Buffalo. This is about the one time I'm going to let my political stance be known because, like I said, wonderful woman. One hell of a woman. Really. So she has my vote for life. So, hopefully you guys, like I said, I hope you guys are proud of me. I hope you guys got a better understanding of what kind of things. And again, I'm putting my situation out there so that other people, because listen, I'm not the only one that goes through this stuff. I'm not the only one that has faced this. I'm not the only person that's ever going to face this. And I want to help just one person get through what they're going through. And if I can do what I've done, anybody can. Anybody can do this. You just have to do it. And when I did my little speech last night, and at the end when I named all the kitties, I did that for a reason. Because I know how people view people like us. They're like, oh, it's a crazy cat lady. They're just cats. They're nah. They're not. They have names. They have personalities. They're living creatures that are loved, cared for, and valued. And so I didn't want to just go through my speech last night and leave it at, oh, my cats, my cats, my cats, my cats, because that just comes off as people just tune that out and they hear a crazy cat lady. So I chose to name them off because I wanted them to each have a voice. And that was my way of giving each one of them their own voice. Even though I was speaking on their behalf, I gave every one of my cats their own voice last night. And the fact that you guys all pointed that out, I really appreciate you guys like addressing that because I was hoping it would have that effect. I wanted that to have that kind of effect. I wanted people to hear that part. I wanted people to know who they are and that they exist and that they matter. And they each have a voice as well. So I hope I made that point loud and clear last night. And I can't believe I did that last night. But just so you guys, yeah. So for those of you that missed it, like I said, in that, I don't know, did I put it in this chat or the other one? I don't know, but in I'll put the link on the YouTube channel too for you guys if you guys want to go back and rewatch that from last night. Otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna get with Jenna later on, and we'll probably do another live stream where we'll cue that up and we'll actually go over it and play it because I haven't even seen it yet. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna. So, anyways, I am gonna go to the store because I need to go get some ibuprofen because my head is just pounding. I need to get some food and I need to make some phone calls and yeah. I took the day off today just to kind of let all this settle in, talk to you guys, get this taken care of, and yeah. thank you guys so much for everything. I swear I could not have gotten to this without all you guys. You guys have been amazing. Let's see, what am I forgetting? What am I forgetting, guys? We can't do treaty time because bellies and explosive things, and I know everybody's gotta get better. Oh, so the GoFundMe. If you go look at the GoFundMe, you'll see that the total amount right now is $2,444, I believe, because I did get the money from the other GoFundMe. It hit my account this morning, so the first thing I did was I put it right back into the GoFundMe. So you'll notice that there's a donation of $1,133. I think it's under my name, but that is the total donations from the first GoFundMe from you guys. So I just want you guys to know that's where that 1133 came from. So I did put that back in there today, so we should be sitting at 2444. I am keeping that up. I am keeping that going, and yeah, we're gonna get a furnace, and if there's anything left over after the furnace, I'm gonna try to get it so that what I want to do with that money right now is I want to get the furnace and I want to get Hannibal in for the CT scan, which, like I said before, is gonna run right around $500-600. So still taking donations, still need the help with that. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. That's what the GoFundMe is for now. I know it seems like a lot of back and forth, and I just want to explain to you guys that, yeah, it's a lot of back and forth with that GoFundMe, because I had to make sure that I was maintaining the situation in a realistic way. And until last night happened, and until I knew how that was going to go, the plan had to be, I had to have an effective and responsible plan, and so that's what we did. And we raised, and you guys showed up, and you guys raised all that money, and I'm so grateful to you guys. So now let's get the furnace and get Hannibal in for a CT scan. Get her all checked out. So, and of course I'm going to keep you guys posted on that too. So I think what I'm going to do first is I am going to call the vet today, and I am going to schedule the CT scan for her. And I'm just going to get that taken care of first, and then we'll go from there as far as the furnace is concerned. So that sounds good to all you guys. That's what we're going to do. All right. Thank you guys for everything. And you can find the link for the GoFundMe on the channel page on the under the community tab. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a community post here in a couple minutes. It's going to have the GoFundMe, and it will have the link to the rewatch video if you guys are interested. So I will put those two things up on a community post as soon as I get out of here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you guys for everything. Everything you just... We did this, guys. We did this. We did this. I might have been the speaker at the podium last night, but listen, we did this. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Kitties! Say bye, kitties. They're sleeping. All right, guys. I will get with Jenna, and I will let you guys know when we're going to do the live stream and go over the video if you guys want to do that, if you guys are interested. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for all your love, all your support, and thank you guys for standing by me no matter what. I appreciate you guys and love you guys to death. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!